Is Donald Trump good for America? Is Donald Trump good for the world? Will Donald Trump be re-elected in November, or is Donald Trump a corrupt idiot who is outside his comfort zone? First, however, please help this channel by giving this video a like. Every like will help the YouTube algorithm. Thank you in anticipation. Donald Trump is not a typical politician. He claims he is a self-made billionaire, and what he has achieved in the world of business is quite remarkable. However, he did not start from scratch, as his father was a significant property investor in New York, and because of his association with his father, he was probably able to open doors that others would find much more difficult to do so. Having said that, he has amassed a considerable fortune with his own efforts. As to his supposed tax violations, there is a considerable difference between using the tax laws to your own advantage and breaking the law. There is, to my knowledge, no evidence that Trump broke the law, but he was shrewd in his interpretations of the tax laws. There is nothing legally wrong in that, but his detractors would, I am sure, disagree. The American voting system is a bit different to the rest of the world, in that it is not necessary to win the popular vote, but to win the electoral college votes. Hillary Clinton got more votes at the last election, but still did not win the presidency. The founding fathers of the American system wanted to protect small states from being dominated by the bigger and more populous ones, hence the electoral college system. I do not fully understand the system, but I can appreciate the reasons for its establishment. At the last election, Trump concentrated on the electoral college votes, as that was the way for him to win. The same thing happened in New Zealand when we shifted to MMP, which was, in my opinion, a mistake. Those parties that concentrated on the electorate seats were beaten by those parties that concentrated on the party vote, as that was by far the most important vote. Know the rules and play by them. Now back to Trump. His election promise was to make America great again, and I believe he is moving in that direction. He is putting America first in all his policies. He has, through his trade tariffs and negotiating, put the benefit to America first. Because of this, China has come to the table and has begun to negotiate properly over the massive trade surplus that they have enjoyed over America. This is being repeated with the British and their UK first stance over the EU. Both China versus America and the EU versus the UK have shown that a strong stand will bring results. This is something the mainstream media did not predict. I read recently an article by Clint Eastwood and his support for Donald Trump. I paraphrase his comments. I don't care about how bad he looks. I don't care that his language skills are not classical. I don't care about his sex life, but I looked at what he does and what his policies are achieving. I see a booming economy. I see African Americans back at work. I see American companies returning to the US to do business. I see him strengthening Israel and weakening Iran. I see a man who is working to protect the American borders. I see a man who is delivering on his promises and not just talking about them to win votes. No, he is not perfect, but then who in the world is? I see a man we elected to do a job, and he is achieving that goal. He is making America great again. Trump, although he is the oldest president of the US, still stays up late to the very early hours of the morning to greet returning soldiers. He is supporting the military and also reducing the commitments of the US to foreign conflicts. Now some of the lesser known facts about the Trump administration. First, Trump does not take for himself any of the salary to which he is entitled. Well, he is a billionaire, so he doesn't need the cash. He donates his entire salary to the Department of the Interior, where it is used to support the construction and upkeep of military cemeteries. Second, Trump is good at saving money. The cost of White House salaries has dropped from $60.9 million under Obama to $35.8 million under Trump, a saving of over $25 million. Part of this is saving from staffers that are needed to support the First Lady. Michelle Obama had 44 staffers dedicated to her, while Melania Trump has 5. Yes, in the overall scheme of things we are talking small change. But there is a saying, look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. Now looking at the up-and-coming election, it appears that Joe Biden will get the Democrats' nomination, and he is from the left of the Democratic Party, although not as far left as Warren or Sanders. With the US being a capitalist society, I don't believe that there will be sufficient socialist voters to elect a socialist, particularly when the economy is booming. All this following the Democrats trying the Russian collusion scam and the attempted impeachment. Both of these failed and are likely to result in the Democrats losing their majority in the House of Representatives. If we look through these attempts, we see a party that hates Trump and will do anything to unseat him. He is, in their opinion, not a politician and therefore not fit to govern. I believe that Trump will win in a landslide in the November election. Well, that is the end of this video. If you would like to comment, both positive and negative, feel free, as it is good to have a two-way conversation. Remember to hit the like button, as that will help the YouTube algorithms. Any comments you wish to make may give me ideas for future commentary. Please share this video with your friends and family. If you wish to subscribe, then push the relevant buttons, including the little bell. Then you will find out when I upload a new video. Just use the appropriate buttons. Thanks for watching Captain Cookie's commentary, and we will see you next time.